So they'll be calling you a radical. Been a long time since Robin Hood showed up. She's going to run for office. She's going to run for every office. Robin Hood, the Robin Hood Party, were anti-nuclear energy, the top of the social, the environmental, the animal kingdom of the world heap. You want to flip the pyramid? Black Lives Matters. Did they accomplish anything? I don't know. The NFL still seems pretty damn racist to me. So Chucky gets his emails out. Where's the other party? It takes two to tango. It's like the nuclear bribes in Ohio. I went back to my city and it was gone. Go after the bribees. What about the bribers? Oh, excellent. Corporations are people. Same old. The nuclear energy, they hide behind the corporate veil. Still $1 billion. Settle by paying back $1 million. That's not a deterrent. That's an incentive. I'm telling you, you could keep this dog and pony. Kettle me, I'll kettle you. Shuffle me in. Push me down. The Post-Ignorance Project is not a fad. It's not a cliche. It's like Monterey Bay. It's not skiers who can't ski, surfers who can't surf. Freaking, look at me. I'm a football fan. Yay! Can't name 3 people on the team. Yay! I'll tell you what a cliche Americana has turned into. Number 1 valued sports franchise in the world is the United States football team that is the greatest losing franchise in the last 30 years in sport. Dallas Cowboys are worth $6.5 billion. Trump says poor investment. Well, all they do is lose. Speaking of that, let's get your USFL out because Herschel Walker is going to run for the Senate. Good luck to you, dude. The most overrated football player in history, Herschel Walker. Now, that was a team, the Philadelphia Stars. Remember his little choppy steps? Greatest trade in history, Tom Landry had enough foresight to say, hey, Trump will, and the USF, they'll go bankrupt. I'll draft him in the 8th, 9th, 10th round. They trade the Vikings for, what, 6, 7 first-round picks? Greatest trade in sport history. Herschel Walker, the most overrated athlete in history. He's got a snowball's chance in hell. So, IAEA, the killers. Get your... All's America. America's in the imperialism stronger than it's ever been. The imperialism is stronger than it's ever been in the history of this country, in this world. So in Vienna, I stand at the Blanch box. Just the fact that I have the Blanch box is a Nobel Prize. But fuck me. It'll be 10 years. It was 10 years yesterday. I got sick. It was actually today, the next day I went back, October 14th, 2011, when they told me that I would be dead within 2 months. That's 10 years ago today. Go team. I'm the, surely the nuclear energy crime syndicate, the America cliche, the kettling, the shadow banning, the Fukushima, the nuclear energy emperor has no fucking clothes. The Post-Ignorance Project is like American football. Oh, it evolves and it changes, but it's still tough as fuck. Whoo! Berkeley got hijacked. I went to Cal Berkeley for a while. Talk about hijacked. I'm the 1937 Cal Berkeley football. No, Stanford. That private institution? No, no, I'm the Carlisle School. Jim Thorpe of the anti-nuclear activist movement. Oh, I'll take that. So the guy told me 3 days ago at the hospital, a doctor. Well, you know, Kevin, you're the Jim Thorpe of the environmental movement. Yeah, nobody knows he was the greatest athlete who ever lived. Poor and famous. What a journey. So this shirt is green. 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 This shirt was made in 1920. Told my doctor yesterday, I'm getting stronger every day. Physically, mentally. He says, yeah, what you've been through the last 10 years? Yeah. Everything they do to me, we, from the sea, the ecology, makes me fight back harder. Pacific Ocean, as I said thousands of times, I stood on the coast of California. You think you're just going to genocide or kill and everybody's going to go along. You're no match. You're no match. Crazy trains off the fucking rails in this country. You're no match for her. She's going to fight back. You know what I say where COVID came from? The pandemic. I hate that word. I can't believe they even call it. It's like Spanish flu. Still calling it Spanish. I had nothing to do with Spain. Oh, I guess they reported it. I guess maybe we'll call this the Blanch flu, huh? I call it the FUKUSHIMA flu. You're going to ignore core meltdowns. First time in human history. Didn't happen at Mayak, didn't happen at Santa Susana, didn't happen at 3 Mile Island. Didn't even happen at Chernobyl. You watch the Chernobyl documentary, but that still doesn't lift you sheep up. I want to say this, and I've said this thousands of times, it's safer to live in Tokyo than it is in Los Angeles, than it is in New York City, than it is in London. Jet stream moves left to right. The Fukushima disaster is on the far radical right coast of Japan. The ocean. The wind blowing out. Dodgers Giants tonight. Ken Burns, where are you at in the bottom of the 13th inning? Go Giant Sequoias. Just 5,000-year-old trees burning down. That's all. Dead tide pools at your feet. That's all. Salmon numbers collapsing 90, 95, 99%. That's all. Freaking nothing to see. The Great Pacific Genocide. Heat bubble over the Western United States. Great Salt Lake's going dry. Nothing to see. All acutely. Just in the Great Coincidence decade. The nuclear energy emperor has no clothes. So this shirt is green. This shirt is green. You believe, you believe. So click on, run away, and click on and watch your Dogma Reinforcement TV. We go to Operation Foxconn run right out of the House of Windsor to reinforce my dogma. Let's go to MSNBC, Imperialist Left, when they're the same losing team. Dodgers, Giants, billionaires, won 107, 106. Cheating Astros back in. America, same old, same old. Has anything really changed? You know, I've been heavily involved with these movements from the inception. The Post-Ignorance Project is what evolved into Occupy Wall Street. I was due to speak to Zuccotti that day, the day I got sick. That was October 13th, 2011. Attacked me like a wolf. Involved in the Million Mass March. The Million Mass March was really originally called the Post-Ignorance Project. You're looking at the inventor. Black Lives Matters, piggyback hijack. Has any of it really changed? Well, let's ask the NFL. I don't know if you saw the commercial on the Chiefs Super Bowl 3 years ago. The Hunt brothers put out this incredible slur against Native Americans. Nobody seemed to even question it. Gruden's emails. Well, he obviously was talking to someone. In Ohio, go to prison. In South Carolina, he's headed to prison today. The bribee. What about the bribers? Takes two to tango. It's a club, the Untouchables. Everybody said we were reading up the Shirtwaist Fire on the 100th anniversary. That was the 25th of March, 2011. Something happened the way we had it put together. We were Washington Square. This whole thing that Kevin Blanch started was started at Washington Square. Megan Rice's dad's classroom, which is now the chemistry building, is the old Shirtwaist building. It's where everything was ever started. Stonewall. Whew, whew, whew. Hamilton. He lost the Battle of freaking Brooklyn, didn't he? At Opelos, it's in the park in Fort Greene. There's 11,500 bodies in there. The monarchy loaded up every man, woman, and children, put them on boats out in the 11 boats out in the ocean. Take them back to England to try them for treason. They just let them starve to death. Keep bowing to these imperialists. Not me. American football, baseball, Abner double. No. It's a long battle. Robin Hood. She's going to run for president in 2024. She's young and beautiful against two old, washed out, white freaking puppets. Huh. You're going to storm the Capitol for Trumpism. I led that exact, identical fucking march from the exact spot. Gave the same speech. If they have come for our water and air now. The fourth pillar has failed us. Play back the tape, Your Honor. They didn't let us in. I see Soul McCartney called yesterday the Rolling Stones a blues cover band. What is Paul McCartney? Let's ask Linda Epstein. She died young of cancer. Yeah, her real last name's Epstein. Where's his list? Los Alamos. Maxwell had to save the oceans. All those elites have a pill. Paul Allen was her buddy, didn't he? Speaking of like Damian Lillard on the winning team, yay. Fuck, pathetic. What's he ever won? Nothing. Well, I'm in this to win it. 10 years, given 2 months to live. 10 years ago today. Oh, you think I'm dumb? You're crazy. The Jim Thorpe of the activist community. The Jim Thorpe of the anti-nuclear movement. I'll go with that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Go team. The social inequality, the racism. What about the earth poisoning? You know, we can be poor and survive. I've proven it. Get by with a little help from our friends. What about cancer? What about when our water's poisoned and our earth's poisoned, we poison our ocean? The Great Pacific Genocide. What about that? Whoa. Remember when YouTube used to call themselves the Great Equalizer? Fukushima's the Great Equalizer. Fukushima doesn't give a rat's ass. The nuclear fallout cancer doesn't give a shit how much money you got. They don't care about your fame. NFL's a hardcore racist league, always has been. Still is. Ask Jim Thorpe. And if you want to talk racism in this country, try being indigenous of native descent. Cut down the totem poles, pass out the smallpox blankets. Still doing it. Nuclear energy is green. So in Milan, in Vienna, in Glasgow, we're making the decision. I'm heavily involved. Nobody watches my videos anymore anyway. It's all right. Got a lot going on. My old videos, they watch those. TikTok, Diablo Canyon Clock. The EU's only been able to muster up 10 nations to support nuclear energy. 10. Poland? Maybe. They're on the fence. They overthrew that oligarch. The Pandora Papers. The Czech Republic, they got them. Okay. France? Okay. And a few old Soviet nations with some pressure on it. Germany says no. Austria says no. Denmark says no. Norway says no. Of course, the UK, international law, nuclear weapons and nuclear bombs, one and the same. I can. These people are still going along with the winning team, telling you that we're okay with the technology, but we don't like nuclear weapons. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the egg? Price Anderson, the club. I'm telling you, Fukushima is the great equalizer. And everything the Kevin Blanch hypothesis, that's what real science does. First you hypothesize science, then you do the fucking field work, then you defend your work. Then you survive the fucking tsunami from hell. What's the S for? (1937) Stanford. What were they used to be called? The Indians? You can call me that. You call me whatever you want. I don't care. I'll take it. The greatest environmentalist activism movement you never heard of. Oh, you will. The Post-Ignorance Project. Robin Hood. 2022. Please. We're not done. I'm going to quit you. Go ahead. Quit me. Go ahead. We're not finished. We're actually just getting started. Born Again. Robin Hood. 2022.